into another very interesting session. This time around, it's building a game-changing talent strategy for OOH. Our speaker is an academic, writer, poet, and recently an actor. He brings with him over 25 years of experience, having worked at premier academic institutions such as IIM Kashipur, MICA, Flame University, among others. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now, Pro Vice-Chancellor of RV University, Bangalore. Please put your hands together for Dr. Dwarika Prasad Uniyal. He's joining us, he is. Welcome, sir. Good afternoon. Thank you for your presence here. The stage is yours.
Let me check if mic's working. It is. And yeah, that's me, I guess. But jo dikhta hai, wo bikta hai. So I thought, why should I put in a photograph which looks like me? I should put a photograph which is almost a decade old. This is 2013. Anyway, I'm still surprised at a lot of people here post-lunch, because in my almost 30 years of academic life, one thing I'd learned is the post-lunch sessions are a death session for a professor, and especially if you've taught at one of the most interesting, iconic, but naughtiest places like MICA and Ahmedabad. And one of those old students out of 20 years of my academic life is standing here, is one of the next speakers. Very proud of him, Apur Sirkar, ladies and gentlemen. A teacher always gloats in the reflected glory of its own students who are doing so well in life. So Apurv is here. Next day, tomorrow, Gaurav Mehta would be around. And I'm so happy to share the stage with people who have done amazing post whatever we tried to corrupt you into life. Okay. So shall we do a quiz? But that's Joy's job, right? Okay. How many different ways you can scramble and come up with new names for OOH? And I'm going to start cold calling people. Know me, tell me. Oho, you tell me. View. Apurva? Who? What else OH could be? Loud. Okay, few more. Wow. Loud. Oho. Outstanding. Few more, ladies and gentlemen, wake up. Magic. अरे कुछ तो fraud करो, MBA करके आए हो, कुछ तो लोग, what are you guys doing? Huh? Visibility and brand, impact, prestige. Very good, yeah. Larger than life, Manoj Bajpayee, ladies and gentlemen. Afterward, हमारा मतलब क्या औकात यहाँ पे? हमारा तो कोई billboard ही नहीं आता है. इसलिए मैं भी मास्टरी छोड़ के एक्टर बन गया, मतलब मेरा भी लगेगा. Right? So we have almost quit teaching. I've gotten into acting. Yes. And few more. Away from wife. Record करो यार इसको. Away from wife. यार फोटो खींचा पूर्व इसका यार. ट्विटर पे डालेंगे आज यार. बराबर इसका नाम अभी तो है ना, नासिक से आया भी है ना. मनोज जी को पूछ रहा है कि मैं शाम को खाना वाना खा लेता हूं, है ना. नाम क्या था यार? अमित पाटिल. भाई DY पाटिल बनाओ इसको. Let's do something interesting with you. So you'll be on Twitter. I'll tag you with Manoj Bajpayee only. Okay. And let's make you famous. Okay. So the brief came out to me, and Vasant's been an old friend, and he blackmails me into doing something like this. Which I normally kind of avoid coming to large orientations and places like this because I'm a redundant guy. I've got nothing to share great about your business. You've been doing $1 million business, even if it's 10%. I think 10% is good enough to make knew me, the richest guy in this room, right? But I had an interesting conversation with him. And he said, boss, हमारी इंडस्ट्री में हमें टैलेंट नहीं मिलता है. Is it true? You shouldn't be here otherwise. And I'm assuming, and everybody understands that's a great talent in sitting, one of the best talent, and the talent here in the outdoor industry. But how many of you really feel that we not necessarily are able to attract talent the way maybe a finance industry does, or maybe banking does, or maybe now with unicorn, the fintech industry does, or maybe digital does? Do you really feel that the industry, somehow it's not attractive enough for young talent? Anybody feels like that? Yes or no? Otherwise मैं घर जाता हूँ. मेरे को फिर 25 स्लाइड ऐसे ही बनाया मैंने. Yes or no? वो स्लाइड छोड़ के चला जाऊंगा, मेरा फ्लाइट भी है. Yes or no? Yes? Why do you think so? Why do you think that's the case? Are you unable to go and attract it the way it is? Are you unable to train them? Are you unable to retain them? What is it that really causing this talent crunch? And this is not just you, it's in academia as well. I don't get good professors anymore. Who wants to become a teacher, right? Anyone? तुम तो बनोगे नहीं. कोई बनना चाहता है यहाँ पे teacher? Those who can do, those who can't do, teach. And those who can't even teach, do research. That's the adage in this country, right? And then who will become a, मैं भी actor बन गया हूँ यार, मतलब. Yes, quickly. Hardly any courses? मतलब गलती मेरी है. मैं कोर्स लॉन्च नहीं करता हूँ. कोई लेता ही नहीं है. Okay, very good. Okay. So of course this is your industry. I'm going to skip 7 of these 25 slides because this is your industry. I'm not going to talk about it. So it's doing well. New trends are coming in. Out of home is doing fantastically well. 35% growth. Ad spends are happening. New brands are looking at completely differently the way you want to do that. All those is happening. New media has entered. So O has become DO. The digital OOH. Very nice. Mobile advertising, digital domain. Cost and flexibility, all that is a fraud है. ऐसी बनाया मैंने. You all know all of this. तो मैंने बोला ये 25 स्लाइड तो बनाऊं, कोई तो सुनेगा मेरी बात. But this is where the crux of the matter is. So when I run a university today of Gen Zs, and I have 2,000 students studying marketing, finance, liberal arts, design, law, and everything else, I realize that there are certain key skills which are needed across all the industries, not just yours or otherwise. First among them is creativity. Now, all of you have gone to schools and all of you have gone to reasonable colleges. You would realize that this is the last thing which is in the mind of people to come and create within a classroom environment. Very few places which have been little creative inside and outside, Micah being one of them. Second, you know why our policy fails in this country? Anyone? Why do our politicians and the babus, and I've taught them in Labasana, Mussoorie as well, why does that fail? Because in country, हमें जुमले पे बहुत शौक है. We are very anecdotal people. हमें ज्ञान देना चाहिए, हमें जुमला चाहिए. We talk a lot many things in terms of narratives. The policy fails because we are a data illiterate country. We don't do data analysis. We don't make policies which are based out of solid understanding in analytics. Ironically, India is also home to some of the largest data analytics companies in the world. But if you go back and ask them who are their clients, the clients don't sit in India, the clients sit in the US. They are the data-driven industries, not necessarily ours. Third is adaptability. Today's young generation is born with a mobile phone, and they are pressurized to perform well from the quota factories. And then when they come to colleges, dejected, rejected, not getting into an IIT or an IIM, imagine what is it that they want to look at in the college campuses. Forget about everything else. Okay. So all digital first, AI has come in, ChatGPT has replaced me as professor. But this is what I got when I spoke to people. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm half-baked in this particular information. One of the things I got to know from your industry is that it's a tough business, right? A lot of happens in the rural areas, highly fragmented industry, few large players, huge disconnect between brand media owners and media agencies, not necessarily in larger brands, but in majority of the cases this happens. My worry is OOH is not seen as a cool career option as social and digital. So when I talk to my students, when I start creating, so as rightly said by Mr. Patil that there are no courses available, the point is that there's no takers for those courses. At the max, everybody wants to do an analytics, they want to do a fintech course, they want to do a course somewhere in other kind of marketing or finance, but not necessarily in the outdoor industry, which is focused towards what the industry would need because it's not seen as cool enough. Okay? You might blame the youngsters, but then when I as university try to offer certain things to them, doesn't happen, first. Second, universities, colleges, business schools don't collaborate with you. Why? Because you don't collaborate with us. You don't come to us saying that we have this problem. This conversation wouldn't have been happening if me and Vasant and his team would have said, boss, this problem exists. Can you tell us from the university side, somebody who runs universities, business schools, what is it that we should be doing so that we can start coming to you and start creating certain things? So there's definitely lack of colleges, lack of trained manpower, and then this is not my word, this is industry's word saying that poaching happens between all of you. So you have a small pool, usi mein se aapas mein poach karke, you guys do something. Okay? Last but not the least, I've been told that you do not have mid-career training for a lot of your professionals because maybe you feel if I train, they will leave. But the irony is that you don't train them and they stay. Yeah? That's the problem. So for this, I started to speak and I've taught in almost 55 different institutions in last 30 years, 10,000 students. I called up a couple of my friends in some of the top business schools and other technical institutions. I said, how many of you have done MDPs, executive development programs and training with outdoor industry? And this is IIMs, non-IIMs, standard, good, bad, ugly, all kinds of places. I called up, I said, look, I need some research. Are you training this industry? Are you talking to this industry? Are you reaching out this particular industry? Are you creating specific programs, as Mr. Patil said, specifically for your requirement? They said, no, we haven't got any interest from them. And any which way, we are busy doing work for the multinationals. Okay, so 3 things very quickly, 7 minutes, my time's running up. First is how do you tackle the talent acquisition challenge? All of you suffer from the fact that you are not day 0, day -1, day -2, day -3, or day +1, day +2, day +3 in the top campuses in the country. Even if you can pay well, you're not being seen and invited by the placement committees of even undergraduate colleges, forget about the postgraduate colleges or the MBA colleges. So what is it that we can do to create more awareness, to ensure that we are seen as a great talent place? Somewhere we can try and get into the fresh talent coming in. Training the talent, we'll talk about it later. My experience says the kids want to get into FMCG, उनको soap, shampoo, कुत्ते का बिस्किट बेचने का है, डायपर बेचने का है और क्रेडिट कार्ड बेचने का है. But उनको बोला outdoor home media, AR, VR, new technology, all that, the first few slides we're talking about the industry looking at, they're not even aware, which means there is your awareness dark situation. Kids don't know how interesting the outdoor industry has gotten into. The world OOH does not even figure it out in their mind, which means we need to do a lot more awareness. Classic stupid marketing, but AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action. Create awareness around it. Second, Even if I offer it, the way BCom, BBA, BSc courses are structured in our country, and some of you have graduated from those courses, you realize how bad are they structured. Extremely bad education. Thanks to NEP, now we have electives. Thanks to NEP, I can offer a term-based course, not a semester-based course, not an year-based course. Thanks to NEP, probably I can start offering electives within this. So hence, some opportunity for us to create. But more importantly, how do I get into the mind space of a fresh talent? Can I go to college campuses? Can I start talking to them? Can I do something? So some of these strategies, visit campuses, guys. Start, whichever city you are based, reach out to them. And you know what? Why would kids talk to you? Because वो class में पढ़ने नहीं आते हैं. Only time they come to the college and enjoy is the time they have a student fest. The moment you partner with them on the student fest, they will love you. They need hoardings. They need outdoor, they need media promotion, they need all that stuff, they need euphoria to be seen in the large part of it. The moment you get into their lives, the moment you start talking to them, they will start knowing you a lot more better. Short-term projects. If we don't invest in industry and practices and research, I think no one else will in our own industry. So I think that would help them to start engaging on a day-to-day basis. We need to look at long-term plan and start investing in talent and start training the talent, which means you need to talk to us, training academies, and say, we want to do mid-career, different kind of programs and design and courses. Probably we can retain them. Okay? Second, OAC is a platform. It's been, I don't know how many number of years, Numi, I'm coming after a long time, but this has been almost 17, 18 years. 17 years, Vasant Jante, 17 years, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause to him. He a Hardoli ka farmer, retirement chhod ke he's come back, he's realized the industry is not doing too well, he has to come and do something about it. Not many people are able to do that. I know Vasant for 20 years, right? Very few people have that kind of a conviction for the industry, both for in-store as well as for outdoor, the way he does it. But then, in return, apart from ad subscription, I don't think you have ever spoken to him in a larger sense that, yes, you made an association. You want, the gentleman wanted Manoj Bajpayee Saab to be the face of it, right? So that thoda bahut environment milega. But how many of you come to him saying that, yeah, can you solve our HR problems? Can you start creating something for the industry? Can you take up an initiative? You know colleges, you know something. Let's do something around it. And hence why I keep talking about MICA, and Apoor is testament of it, is the fact that in 1992, A.G. Krishnamurthy, the legendary ad man of Mudra, said, I think as an industry, we need a school. And he was not making a school or a college for Mudra. And hence, Mani Iyer was the governing council chairman. He was from Ogilvy. Industry came together and partnered and created MICA. It was not only A.G. Krishnamurthy. So that experiment, can we create and do something for the outdoor industry, is something we need to look at. Last, I think you really have to start looking at what new skills are needed for your business and how do we survive. So for that, ladies and gentlemen, Vasant and I propose to you, and I can only make a proposal to you guys. Vasant is ready to create something called the OH Academy for you. And I, as an academic, I will support it. That's my commitment to him. I've spoken to my management. They said, go ahead and do it. I already run a Center for Leadership with RV University, which is across. We have 22 institutions across all segments. But for Exec Ed, I've told Vasant, you want to create it, I will support it. I have infra. I'll bring faculty. We can co-create with industry. We can start training people. But you have to subscribe to it. You have to say, okay, we need this kind of training. This association, Outdoor Association of Asia, IOAA, I think it has to go beyond the association, saying that let's do something together. Let's create a platform. Let's bring people. Let's make it more sexy. Let's make the whole environment a learning environment. So this is what we propose, ladies and gentlemen. Last minute. This is the OH Academy and Minerva, the academy I also run as part of my responsibility as Pro Vice-Chancellor. What we propose is short-term courses, blended courses, and maybe over a period of time, maybe dovetail the BCom, BBA courses for your industry, which you can pick up the kids. So you said, okay, I'm going to hire 30 kids this year. We can go to the colleges, create a structure, last 6 months, electives, specializations, create a BBA X, because MBA is a market which is tough for you to crack. I feel India needs youngsters. The BCom, BBA market needs specializations. They are doing some generic stupidity, where an outdoor can really come up an amazing talent pool selection, retain them, train them, send them abroad for training, and then you could do that. Okay? Last 30 seconds, as Anand Raghunathan says, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, that's me.
Thank you very much. So I think you got everybody wide awake and engaged, so appreciate that.
We've got job. Keep you awake.
And of course, the questions coming your way right now. So we've got Mr. Lekshumanan Annamalai joining us on stage, founding partner at Coral Media, who's going to be doing us the honors. He's done the tough bit, picking 3 questions from amongst all the questions that came in right now.
Sure.
Welcome, sir.
Pleasure.
Yeah. The first question is from Mr. Vishnu. It's like, do you think that bringing in more structure to the fragmented OH market in India and the recent trends of the OH market maturing into digital tech-oriented nature will help bring in more fresh talent organically?
I think today, the good part or the bad part of any business today is that technology is no longer a vertical in any business. And you guys know it better than me. Technology is embedded even in education, for example, right? And hence, when you are presenting, creating new enterprises and moving away from old businesses to the new kind of businesses, I'm sure when the youngsters start looking at new media, outdoor media, ambient media, because they are technology first students, they're technology first kids, they are born with a mobile phone in their hands, their ability to link with you, relate with you, touch base with you, and integrate and work with you is much higher if it's tech-driven. Over a period of time, that's a hook. Technology is the hook. Once they come in, they realize technology is not the only way you make money. Technology is the way to become efficient. The harder part is an offline business, and then the rigor, training, and the understanding of how real businesses work, the balance sheet work, the rural markets, the training, the immersion, all of that will come. But I feel if you have that tech as enabler, they would come a lot more to you. But you need to start catching them young. Second year of the college, third year of the college, start integrating yourself, make campus ambassadors, people come, they want to beef up their CV. Look at their motivation. They want to beef up their CV. They want summer internship. They want projects. They want their CVs to be great because they want to do multiple, portfolio. Once you offer them internship, when you offer them projects, when you offer them technology-led solutions and probably guide and mentor them, I think the solution is very much there.
Okay. Done. So the next question is from Himanshu Arora, Times OH. How can we change the perspective of the OH industry, as the current perspective is that very difficult to get out even from media industry, hence the fear of joining?
Yeah, I think that's a media challenge for everybody, all right? Even I did mention, Micah, today, I think the 80% of them don't join advertising. They join digital, they join research, they join something else, not necessarily advertising. So the challenge in front of all of us as media industry is to start engaging with them through thought leadership, engaging with them with, right now they don't even, it's dark, they don't even know what it means. So when they start looking at it, start engaging, they will start knowing a lot more. And then once they come in, probably you also need to start looking at your remuneration, you need to start looking at compensation, you need to start looking at attracting higher set of people and say, train them to, so this is a case, right? You need to train them to higher order work. Once you do that, probably they will stick.
Okay.
Last, yeah.
The last one is from G. Mani Iyer, Armor Digital Out of Home. With the recent dynamic changes in DOOH, do you think it's better to take freshers and train them so as to break the old thoughts of traditional OH, or continue with our existing friends?
Any day, train them from freshers. Come to my campus, come to any campus in day one when they join the course. Not third year ki, that's what they do, you don't teach them. Come day one. Be part of the orientation session. Show, put up your hoarding saying that outdoor industry invites you, Christ College, DU, whatever. Be part of it. Showcase that this is a very exciting, interesting industry which is taking up. Give them examples, Barbie, Oppenheimer, all that stuff. These kids are millennials, Gen Zs. They look at all this which is happening and probably they would be excited to see what, this is very interesting. And then the conversation should happen. But it's a deep industry linkage which is needed, and I think the association, OAC, Outdoor Today and Vasant can take up the lead and reach out to colleges, universities. I'm more than happy to connect you to relevant set of people, vice-chancellors, deans, directors, because everybody needs industry. Everybody needs industry to come to the campus. Everybody needs different kind of industries to start engaging with their teachers, because even teachers have no idea. Professors like me have no idea about your industry. You need to train us, teach us, make us understand. Then co-create, co-deliver, and co-opt on this process of training the individual. You can't just leave it to me to do the job. Because first, I can't. Secondly, if I have no incentive to collaborate, why should I do that? Banking padha hai, media padha hai, digital padha hai, FMCG padha hai. Why would I, as an academic, talk about you in the class if I don't think that you have not collaborated with us and come to us saying that, guys, we are doing something exciting, let's do it. Prof, if you have a proposal, let's do it. I think everybody in my fraternity would be more than happy to collaborate with you guys. Yeah? Yep. Thank you.
And according to you, sir, which is the winning question?
Yeah. Out of the three, what? अच्छा ऐसा भी है अच्छा देख ले जरा जिसका आंसर सबसे अच्छा दिया
second or third, can we please have the password on the
iPhone password डाल दिया दे question logged blocked Nimisha, what is the password? NIMISHA whatever Nimisha's birthday हाँ क्या है नहीं password नहीं है password ही नहीं Nimisha, your birthday please put up. या हस्बैंड्स बर्थडे हाँ कुछ तो डाला है भूल गई आकाश या थर्ड गर्लफ्रेंड्स नंबर आकाश किधर है वो सोच के आ रहा कौन सी वाली का डाला था हाँ देखा आया सबको पता है अभी 12192 राइट 1922 उसको भी पता है वसंत को भी आ गया वेरी गुड ओके 1214 right
we've got a check.
Oh okay of course 4
be careful and
of course 4 because careful G Money Armored because why I like the question is because he will in this question can start collaborating. It's an action. It's a CTA for us and him and me to start doing it.
Congratulations. Join us up right here on stage. We've got a check of 10,000 rupees from Alak Advertising and Publicity. It's waiting for you. Congratulations. Everybody, please join us in congratulating our winner from Armor Digital.
Standard तुम लोगों का कमीशन कितना होता है एडवर्टाइजिंग में 15% बाद में ले लेंगे गूगल पे नंबर
So you know there's a lot to look forward to if the Academy happens. Congratulations. Thank you so much. We've got a lovely memento coming our way as well. Can we request Mr. Annamalai to kindly do us the honors and present the memento? Thank you so much, Dr. Uniyal.